because I won't see it again this way afterwards. Different. You must speak English, yes.
Chinese?
You speak Chinese, wow. You can also write in Chinese?
Oh no, I'm giving back to the tea.
Yes. The first day that I arrived took me to Chinatown. Everything was decorated in the year of the monkey. And it was really nice to see some of the souvenir shops, and I visited some of the street food shops. That's my favorite fruit there, the mangosteen. Seeing some of the local treats that were sold there, including the stinky fruit durian. The hot street food shops where one could eat are also amazing. I especially like that they were all graded by letters so that you know what is the hygiene standard and you can choose a appropriate rating to get your food. What is this one? It's a mushroom. Okay. In this area there's also some of the local booths, like local pharmacies, and a highlight for me was to visit the first Buddhist temple that I ever had visited like this in my life, especially to arrive during the middle of a ceremony. Continued the Chinese Quarter, where we had a traditional tea ceremony where even the Queen had visited just months after the opening, and I was able to appreciate how much effort goes into preparing tea, the preparation, into developing the flavors, and also the rituals and the traditions that are attached to drinking tea, and the meaning that it also has in society. So I really enjoyed my visit there. I can highly recommend anyone who visits Singapore to visit that tea house. We continued to the Peranakan district, which is Peranakan is a fusion culture which is quite unique to the region, of Chinese immigrants marrying Malay local. I also, of course, couldn't resist to buy some products while I was there that I could take back home with me for cooking. Oh, I want to buy some food here as well. I'm buying food everywhere. No. Yeah. I actually ended up going for a sweet that was not Peranakan at all. I had a very, very delicious vegan rice milk based ice cream, matcha flavor that I really enjoyed. And in the evening of the first night, I went to a street food hall that was located a little bit outside of the city, and also had a good mix of, I think, expatriates, tourists, and also locals eating there. There were food trucks put up with all different types of cuisines, also Western cuisines, of course, and all the local cuisines. And the preparation in some of them was very, very creative. And the food was really, really tasty. There. And what you do is you can go to the different food trucks, pick up what you like, and then you have plenty of place, free space, tables in the middle to sit down. My favorite one was this noodle dish, which consisted of really long noodles. Like, I had a really hard time to eat them, and I was told that this is okay, that this is normal, that sometimes they're actually using scissors to cut up these noodles because they are so long and they are really, really hard to eat, especially with the chopsticks. It was created in like a very, very flavorful broth. Really, really enjoyed it. And what I liked the most about these soup dishes is actually that once you had finished the soup, you could go back and get like a refill. Like, you would just keep your ingredients, your noodles or your meat stew that you had inside there, and then you can just get basically more stock, which is really cool. And I saw the people carrying their soups and getting refills, which was really nice. We also kind of got show-stopped by this demonstration of whole pork being grilled in one of the street food shops, and I had to go inside.
There you go.
I believe it's really important, if one chooses to eat meat, it's okay, but you need to be very, very conscious. I really pay attention to get as close as I can to the process and to confront myself with that. We had a really delicious dinner. We had a blend of Indian food, the noodles, and some of that glazed pork that you saw being prepared there. The next day in the morning we took a little tour and afterwards went for lunch in a local food hall where mostly local people go.
Watermelon juice? Take one watermelon for me. Watermelon. Like this? I said, oh yeah. Okay, yeah, watermelon.
It was just possible to get some fresh fruits, it was possible to get the Chinese coffee, it was possible of course to get all sorts of warm dishes as well. They really had anything available from breakfast to lunch to dinner, so one can just pop by there anytime during the day. The food is highly, highly fresh. Everybody was friendly, and everybody spoke English, and it's what I felt it was a really safe area to go. On the third day, I visited yet another culture. This is now after the Peranakan and after the Chinese culture. We went to see Little India, which is also a culture that is very much spread across Singapore, and especially with the Deepavali festival, it was actually really, really packed. That night we also went for an Indian traditional dinner. It consisted of all the classical Indian dishes plus the highlight, which was a fish head curry. That was basically a whole fish head inside a curry bowl. I loved these fennel seeds that were tossed at the end. A beautiful must-see, I think, is Gardens by the Bay, which is located by the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, and they have some tropical gardens there, which are climate controlled, so it's actually a little bit cooler than outside, so that all the plants can grow. And I found some very exotic species, such as the Swiss chard, which was grown there. Which is exotic for Singapore because it needs a cooler temperature, and inside the Marina Bay gardens it can grow. Highlight in the gardens was visiting a restaurant that was located on one of the trees, which is pretty amazing, giving the view over the gardens, and it was really an experience to eat there and having very, very delicious food as well. Wow. Singapore by night is really, really beautiful, and there's many things that you can do, and the temperature is really nice to just walk around. I suggest to go and see the Long Bar, which is in the Raffles Hotel, where the first Singapore sling was created. It's a really nice experience and great atmosphere to go there. A little bit touristic, but definitely worth it. Also really recommendable is the night safari that I unfortunately didn't get on tape because the animals are active by night and they come out. Highlight for me of the trip also was the Altitude Bar that one can enter at night. It's a rooftop bar with a view all over Singapore, delicious drinks, very nice music, great atmosphere and crowd. And just one more time, seeing over Singapore, appreciating the beauty and appreciating my time there. I was really, really happy that I was able to see that place. And it would not have been possible without the help of some people. Thanks to this help, because I did not know the region at all, I was really able to enjoy my time and appreciate it, and I can't wait to come back. And to you guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos of things that I do and places that I visit. I hope it was helpful, and if you liked it, please hit the like button and please subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.